At first glance, the pufferfish looks harmless, even a little goofy with its round body and bug-eyed stare. But don't be fooled. This quirky creature is one of the deadliest animals in the ocean. The secret lies in its powerful neurotoxin, called tetrodotoxin, a substance over 1,000 times more poisonous than cyanide. One pufferfish contains enough toxin to kill 30 adult humans, and there's no known antidote. Just a few micrograms can paralyze your muscles and stop your heart. Incredibly, some people still eat pufferfish, known as fugu in Japan, as a delicacy. But only highly trained and licensed chefs are allowed to prepare it, because one wrong cut can mean death. Pufferfish don't rely on biting or chasing prey. Instead, they puff up like balloons when threatened, inflating their bodies with water to scare off predators. But the real danger is their skin and internal organs, which store the lethal toxin. Whether in the ocean or on a plate, the pufferfish proves that danger. Doesn't always roar. It can float calmly and still be deadly. It might look like a pretty seashell, but don't ever try to pick up a live cone snail. Found in warm tropical waters, this slow-moving snail hides a deadly secret weapon, a venomous harpoon-like tooth that can shoot out in milliseconds and deliver a paralyzing sting. Its venom, known as conotoxin, is a complex cocktail of hundreds of toxic compounds. It's designed to instantly immobilize prey like fish and worms, but it can be just as deadly to humans. Some species, like the geographer cone snail, carry enough venom to kill up to 20 people, and there's still no known anti-venom. What makes cone snails so dangerous is how stealthy they are. You'd never expect a beautiful shell lying on the beach to be lethal, but once it stings, symptoms can include pain, swelling, numbness, respiratory failure, and even death within hours if untreated. Despite their danger, cone snails have inspired scientists. Their venom's precision has led to research for new painkillers and medical treatments. But one thing's clear: admire this snail from a distance, because in the ocean, beauty can be fatal. Nicknamed the Black Death, the Cape buffalo is one of Africa's most feared animals, not because of venom or claws, but sheer brute force and unpredictable aggression. Weighing up to 700 kilograms, this powerful herbivore is responsible for more deaths in Africa each year than lions. Cape buffaloes have no problem charging vehicles, lions, or humans. What makes them so deadly is their unprovoked attacks. If threatened or wounded, they don't run. They fight. They've been known to ambush hunters, even circling back quietly to attack from behind. Their horns are like battering rams, and when they charge, it speeds up to per 56 kilometers per hour. Few predators survive. Even lions hunt them with extreme caution, and often in groups. Despite looking like oversized cows, Cape buffaloes are anything but docile. They live in large herds for protection, and when one is attacked, others often return to rescue it, stomping and goring the predator. So while it might not look as terrifying as a crocodile or shark, the Cape buffalo's strength, speed, and ferocity make it one of the most dangerous animals on Earth. The Komodo dragon might look like a slow-moving reptile, but don't be fooled. This lizard is a lethal predator and the largest in the world, growing over 10 feet, 3 meters long and weighing around 70 kilograms. Native to a few Indonesian islands, Komodo dragons use a combination of stealth, power, and venom to kill their prey. Yes, venom. For years, scientists thought it was bacteria in their saliva that killed. But it turns out Komodo dragons actually have venom glands that release toxins to lower blood pressure, cause massive bleeding, and induce shock. Their hunting strategy is terrifying. They bite once, then follow the wounded animal until it collapses. Even deer and buffalo stand little chance. And while attacks on humans are rare, they've happened, often with gruesome results. Komodo dragons can run at speeds of 20 kilometers per hour, climb trees when young, and even swim between islands. They're solitary but deadly efficient hunters, and their bite is almost always a death sentence. With a prehistoric look and a reputation for silent stalking, the Komodo dragon earns its spot as one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Not because of how often it kills, but because once it chooses a target, it rarely fails. Don't let its ghostly appearance fool you. The box jellyfish is one of the most lethal creatures in the ocean, found primarily in the warm waters of the Indo-Pacific. This almost invisible jellyfish has been responsible for hundreds of human deaths, especially along the coasts of Australia and Southeast Asia. What makes it so deadly? It's not just the venom, it's how fast it works. Each of the jellyfish's tentacles, which can reach up to 10 feet, 3 meters long, is lined with thousands of nematocysts, tiny, stinging cells that inject a powerful toxin, capable of attacking the heart, nervous system, and skin. A sting can cause excruciating pain, paralysis, heart failure, and in some cases, death, all within just a few minutes. Some victims have been known to go into cardiac arrest before even reaching the shore. Even survivors often suffer from what's known as Irukandji syndrome, a delayed reaction that includes extreme pain, vomiting, and anxiety. And the worst part? You often can't even see it in the water until it's too late. Despite its size, about the size of a basketball, the box jellyfish is considered the most venomous marine animal on Earth. It doesn't chase its victims, but if you swim into its path, there's little time to react. This silent drifter might look harmless, but it's a floating nightmare, making it a truly deserving entry in our list of nature's most dangerous animals. They may look majestic and peaceful, but the African elephant is one of the most dangerous land animals on the planet. Weighing up to 350 kilograms and standing over 10 feet tall, this gentle giant has the power to destroy anything in its path, and when angered, it often does. Despite their mostly calm nature, elephants can become extremely aggressive when threatened, especially males in musth, a period of high testosterone, or females protecting their calves. And when they charge, at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour, there's almost no stopping them. In countries across Africa, elephants are responsible for hundreds of human deaths every year, often due to territorial aggression, crop raids, or sudden encounters in the wild. They can trample vehicles, overturn huts, and crush predators, or humans, in seconds. What makes them especially dangerous is their intelligence and memory. They can hold grudges, recognize threats, and even seek out revenge on villages or people who harmed them or their herd in the past. The African elephant isn't just the largest land animal, it's also one of the most unpredictable. With immense strength, speed, and emotional complexity, it's a creature you never want to provoke. Majestic, yes, but underestimated? Never. That's why the African elephant storms into the 5th spot on our list. Don't let the chubby body and goofy grin fool you. The hippopotamus is one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, and the deadliest large land mammal in the world, despite weighing over 1,400 kilograms. Hippos can run up to 30 kilometers per hour on land and swim surprisingly fast in water. They're extremely territorial, especially in rivers and lakes, and are known to attack boats, vehicles, and even crocodiles that come too close. Hippos are responsible for an estimated 500 human deaths per year, mostly from unexpected attacks. They have massive jaws that can open up to 150 degrees and deliver a bite force of over 800 psi, more than a lion, strong enough to crush bones or split a canoe in half. What makes them even more dangerous is their unpredictability. One moment they're resting in the water, and the next they're charging without warning. They've been known to flip fishing boats, chase people on land, and even ambush vehicles that stray too close to their territory. Hippos aren't meat eaters, but their aggression isn't about hunger, it's about dominance and defense. They protect their space at all costs and are not afraid to use brute force to do it. Silent, swift, and savage, the hippopotamus earns its place at number 4 as one of the planet's most feared and misunderstood killers. It may look like a living fossil, and it isn't, but the saltwater crocodile is anything but slow or outdated. This apex predator is the largest living reptile on Earth and is responsible for more human deaths in Southeast Asia and Australia than sharks. Saltwater crocodiles can grow over 7 meters long and weigh more than 1,000 kilograms, making them a terrifying presence in rivers, estuaries, and even open seas. But size isn't their only weapon. What makes them truly deadly is their bite force, which is the strongest ever measured in the animal kingdom. Over 300 to 700 psi, that's enough to crush bones, tear through flesh, and hold prey underwater until it drowns. They're patient hunters, capable of waiting submerged for hours. Then, in an instant, they lunge at lightning speed. Attacks on humans are rare, but when they happen, survival is unlikely. Whether it's deer, buffalo, or the occasional unlucky swimmer, nothing is safe in croc territory. So if you're in saltwater croc country, keep your distance. because you won't get a second chance. In the dry, remote deserts of Australia lives the deadliest snake. On Earth, the inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake. But don't let the name fool you. It's not aggressive. What makes it terrifying is its venom. Just one bite from this snake can contain enough toxins to kill over 100 adult humans. That's more venom in a single strike than any other snake on the planet. Its venom contains a deadly mix of neurotoxins, hemotoxins, and myotoxins that attack the nervous system, destroy blood cells, and cause rapid organ failure. In laboratory tests on mice, it was found to be at least 50 times more toxic than the Indian cobra and nearly 10 times more deadly than a rattlesnake. Thankfully, the inland taipan is extremely reclusive. It lives far away from human settlements, deep in Australia's arid center, and rarely comes into contact with people. That's why, despite being the most venomous snake on Earth, there are almost no recorded fatalities. But make no mistake, if you're bitten and don't receive immediate anti-venom, death can occur in under 45 minutes. The inland taipan is a silent killer, elegant, elusive, and the true embodiment of nature's most lethal design. You might not expect this, but the deadliest animal on Earth is not a lion, not a shark. It's the tiny mosquito. This little insect is responsible for more deaths than any other creature. An estimated 700,000 people die every year due to mosquito-borne diseases. How is that possible? Mosquitoes act as flying syringes, transmitting deadly viruses and parasites when they bite. The most dangerous of these is malaria, which alone kills over 400,000 people annually, mostly children in sub-Saharan Africa. But mosquitoes also spread dengue fever, Zika virus, chikungunya, yellow fever, and West Nile virus, making them a global threat. There are over 3,500 species of mosquitoes, but only a few dozen are dangerous to humans. The worst offender? The Anopheles mosquito, the primary carrier of malaria. What makes it even more dangerous is how easily mosquitoes adapt to different environments: urban, rural, humid, or dry. Despite their tiny size and short lifespan, mosquitoes have shaped human history, altered wars, and continue to challenge global health systems. Scientists are working on solutions, from vaccines to gene editing, but the war against mosquitoes is far from over. So next time you hear that high-pitched buzz in your ear, remember, it's not just annoying. It could be the world's deadliest animal.